Sandy says read, and welcome to the channel. I know I look like death, but you only have to see me for a minute. It's okay. We're doing a video essay this afternoon, so we're gonna turn the camera off. The reason I look like death is the same reason that I can't speak. It's a headache. We're doing today a video essay on why authors avoid the platform shuffle. Let's dive in. Welcome to the channel. I'm author Sandy Lender, and today we're doing a video essay. This is explaining to you guys why your favorite authors and indie authors aren't inclined to jump ship every 6 months on these different social platforms that you see out there online. Let's start by acknowledging every social media platform considers itself important. And yes, I recognize I'm anthropomorphizing electronic platforms. What I mean to say is the owner, the builder behind the scenes, the staff, moderators, and administrators in the corporate offices and wherever else, the advertisers who put their money into it, and the users of the platform who spend their time on it. These people, as a collective, make up any platform, and they consider it important enough to spend their time, their energy, and their money there. I wanted to say they also spend their brain power on the platform, but that is increasingly being outsourced to AI and bots, and by now, you guys all know my opinion of that. When Arca Books Publishing gave me my first book contract in 2006, the publisher offered free classes to a group of authors. The classes were seminars held over a few days. They were about helping the company market our books upon release. One of the topics was setting up our author website, if we wanted to do that. Another topic was blogging. Social media was kind of sparse. It included MySpace, and yes, it was toxic even then to rank your top 10 friends in order. Twitter was on the scene right away. In 2006 or 2007, one of my author friends from a Yahoo writers group that I was in and I conducted the first author interview on Twitter. We called it a Twitterview, and we used that hashtag. And while Twitter is still around, other platforms from back then have waned. The disintegration of MySpace taught me a lesson early on. If you put energy into building a presence on someone else's platform, that energy will be for naught when that tech bro loses his platform. A web developer friend of mine offered me sage advice about this. She told me, don't build your house on rented land. This means I have anxiety about the amount of time and energy I put into this BookTube channel. What happens to all that work if YouTube decides I've accidentally committed some egregious error and yeets it all? It's not unheard of on here for someone to lose everything without notice because they interviewed a person 12 months ago whom YouTube now considers problematic. It's already happened to me on a small, somewhat insignificant scale. Let me give you the example from my past. Today, the Dragon Wins is a way too long name for a blog, but that's what I started with back in 2006. I used to post this cheesy word of the day series to keep the blog active and to use a sentence from my new book to tease vocabulary. It was a gimmick to keep grammar the focus of the blog, but no one searching for and landing on dragon was interested in grammar. I gave up the blog at some point because, let's face it, the thing was draining my life force for absolutely no return. Fast forward to 2024. I needed to check some stuff with Google, and that blog came up. Someone had taken offense to an interview I had conducted with Margaret Weiss at DragonCon, on my own time and dime, mind you. But that post is yeeted from the internet because of community standards. How dare I give good press to Margaret and her daughter on a fallen angel romance book that was new at the time? So let me give you the BookTube channel mission for Sandy Says Read. I'm building the Sandy Says Read BookTube channel into something people recognize. I want the world to know two things. One, author Sandy Lender exists with her own books. Two, other indie authors exist with cool stories they've written. Now that oversimplifies what's going on here, but you get the idea. The mission of the Sandy Says Read BookTube channel is to discuss bookish stuff so that readers and writers learn and enjoy bookish stuff they might not have heard of on other channels. I'm thankful for the audience here and glad we can engage. I'm glad we can chat about books that are off the beaten path as well as books everyone recognizes. I don't want YouTube to one day say, wait, we disagree with these 3 points over here, so we're going to censor you out of existence. Can you see why that gives me anxiety? It probably gives other authors and other booktubers anxiety too. Thus, I'm also trying to build something similar to Patreon on a less censory place. And it's a place that encourages participants to support the creators. In other words, I'm trying to build a bookish, like coffee clutch that actually brings in money at a whopping $2 per subscriber per month. But I'm doing that with my locals community. If that platform implodes, aka the MySpaces of the past, no one's losing anything but me. I don't know about you, but $2 isn't going to break the bank if a platform disappears from the internet before I get to post a comment after paying my $2. The energy I'm using for locals will have to be redirected if that platform should implode, but it's worth trying to build a small house on that rented land. And I invite you to stop by. So all of this is to say, authors out here on social platforms must choose where to spend time when engaging online. We select which platforms to pour energy into, and it's not an easy ask to abandon one to start up a new presence on another. Most of us aren't going to do it on a whim. Do you, as a reader, have a preferred social media platform for finding book discussions or reviews? Or do you, as a writer, have a preferred social media platform for finding readers? We're always looking for connections as well as discussions. We crave that moment when a kindred spirit says, oh my gosh, yes, I love that book too. Where are you finding that? Tell me where you're finding that. And in the meantime, give this a thumbs up for finding our joy in books and bookish chats, no matter where those chats take place. I encourage you to follow me, Sandy Lender, on Amazon, Locals, and here, of course, so we can keep these discussions going. Thank you so much for tuning in.